Yeah, who we here with?
We are with Tony from Nonymous Games.
Nonymous
I'm
Games.
the lead developer here and designer. And I've designed all these games. My wife helps me run the company. This is our first game. We released it last year. This is Absolute. It's a card game about building sets of cards that sum to 0, so having nothing means everything.
Okay.
But your points are based on the highest absolute number in a set. So an absolute number is a number that doesn't have a positive or negative. It's just the number itself. So for example, if we look at this set here, a basic set of cards has to have at least three cards. Okay. This one has 4, so the highest number is 10. So this is worth 10 points at first, plus an extra card. So now it's worth 11 points. You get extra points for each card.
Okay.
Okay. This only has 3 cards. The highest number is 10 points. The 0 is wild. In this case, it's representing a +6. So you have -10, +4, +6. So it's 0.
Okay.
It's worth 10. Because it's all diamonds, it doubles to 20 points. So there are other ways of earning extra points. By having the same suit, by having 4 or more of a kind, by having extra cards, things like that.
Okay, run me back on this 20.
Yeah, no
so
it's
10, 4,
right? So
0, which is 6.
This is 6, so this is -10, and then +4, +6, right? So that's 0.
Okay.
The score is 10 points. Right?
Okay, because that's the highest card in the set.
Right, highest card in the set. And then because it's all diamonds, now it's 20 points. So getting all diamonds, all circles or squares, basically the same suit, will double the whole set, right?
Cool.
Because it's harder to do that.
Okay.
Now, the wild cards, there's 2 different types. You have the positive wild cards and the negative wild cards. So this is a dark card here. So that one's only -0 through 10. This one's only +0 through 10.
Okay.
So you have to use them separately. You can only have 1 wild card per set. So that's the basics. Now, when you play the game, right, you're gonna draw a card each time. After you draw a card, you can swap up to 2 cards from your hand with up to 2 cards in any one set. So let's say, for example, this is someone's set, right? It's worth 11 points. I got this -4 here. -10 plus 6, that's -4. I can swap that. Now their whole set is still legal, has 3 cards, sums to 0, but it's now only worth 4 points.
Okay.
I took them from 11 points down to 4 in one move. So you can do that every round, and you can do that with your own sets. You can actually change your cards, regroup sets, and make better sets as you play. So it's a very tactical game because you can only hold up to 7 cards in your hand. And in order to start the end of the round, you need to play 3 or more sets and discard your last card. So you can never play all your sets at once, right? And you can't hold all your hands at once. You have to play over time. Something's going to get exposed. Someone has to be able to do something at some point.
Okay.
So that's the basics. I know that was real quick.
Okay. Good.
So a lot of people get scared of the math because you have the positives and negatives. But the thing is, as you play it, it's no longer math. It's about pattern matching. Right?
Okay.
So you get used to, oh, that's this -4 + 1 + 3. That's a set, right? You get used to seeing those patterns. And in fact, that's actually a good way to teach math, by looking at the patterns of the numbers and noticing those combinations. So we actually play tested this. We gave it to a reviewer out in the UK. He gave it to his kids. The first thing out of his kids' mouth, is this going to be homework? They were so upset. They played it in the review. It's out. It's on. I forget the name of it. Father Geek is the reviewer.
Father Geek.
His kids said they loved it. The math went away after they started playing, and they just played the game. So that was the idea, to get people to play a game that, yes, it's mathy, but it's very tactical. We've been playing it 3 years. We launched it last year. We're still coming up with new ways, like new tactics in the game.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah, definitely a fun one. At least
all right. Want to give it a play?
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
Yeah.
All right. Here, I got it. We got that deck, or I got a whole new one set up here?
Yeah, let's go here.
This deck was already shuffled before, but I'll shuffle it again. All right. So you start with 5 cards. Okay. You want to play open or close so that you know it, or?
And let's go close.
Okay. So how the game starts is every round you have to draw a card. Okay. If you don't want to play cards to the table, you can say hold, as long as you have 7 or less cards.
Okay.
Right? And then like I start, I'll go ahead and.
And then first person to get absolute 0, 3 sets.
3 sets, discard your last card. That starts the end of the round. Then the next person anyone else has a chance to go out also.
Okay.
And then until it goes back to the person who went out. Then you add your points for the round.
Okay.
So
and then how many rounds?
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
Yeah,
okay.
You can play more. Obviously, it's just how many you want to play. When you're playing with up to 6 players, sometimes you play at the time limit because some people get too thinky. They take you a little too long.
Okay.
But that's some people love it and they play quick.
Cool.
So, all right. So for this, if I go first, let's say I can draw from either here or here.
Okay.
So I'm going to draw a card. I'm not going to play anything else. So I'm going to say hold. There's no card here, so I'm going to reveal the card. So now it's your turn. You can draw. You always draw a card first.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot bigger. We just shrink it down for like a...
And then most points with the 3 sets would win the round.
So it's it's cumulative. You just added your points round to round.
Okay.
So like you might be behind one round, but you can get up the next round.
And I take it comes with a score pad or no?
No, you just write down your score.
Yeah, no need.
This one doesn't have a score pad. We actually made a scoreboard for our next game. Not that it needs it, but some people like to see see them. So.
And yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah. So first you draw a card, either one. And now you can play a set if you want to, or you can just hold your cards and say hold.
Like in a lot of these games, I know like it's kind of best to hold off until you play your set.
Until you want to, yeah. At some
But
point
you can only play one set at a time.
You
though.
can play multiple sets if you can do that, but if you play to the table, if you play sets, you got to discard a card.
Okay.
So you have to have enough to discard. So like for example, at most, if you hold 7 cards in your hand, you can play 3, 3, and discard, right? But then you have no cards. You have to wait till you draw more to do that third set.
Okay. And you would say it's more advantageous in this game to play your set or kind of to wait?
It can be both. It depends on how you want to play. If you go ahead and, let's say for example, I play a set, right? Since I can swap cards with my set, it gives me more cards I can work with over time, right? It also gives people a chance to damage my sets. But let's say for example, I have 2 cards that are square and 1 card that's circle, right?
Okay.
If I have them all square, I can double that value. So what I do is I hold on to that square card in my hand even though I played the set. And I'm going to wait. And later on, before I go out, I can swap that card and double that value without anyone affecting it.
Okay, and swapping that card is like your action, like which action is that?
So you have drawing, swapping, playing, and then discarding.
Draw, swap, play, discard.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you draw a card first. If there are sets on the table, you can swap up to 2 cards from your hand with up to 2 cards in any one set.
Okay.
And that doesn't count to playing at the table, so you don't have to discard. You just swap it.
Draw, swap, play, discard. Okay.
You don't have to play, you don't have to swap, you don't have to discard unless you have more than 7 cards.
Draw, nothing to swap, play.
So now you played, so now you have to discard.
Discard.
Well, you got that on the flop. Look at that.
Right.
All right. So now I'm going to draw a card. Now at this point, I'm starting to look at your set as well as my cards to see what I can start doing.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to play that. So we have again 10, 10, right? I'm going to discard a card.
Cool. Draw. Draw. Swap. So I can start jacking up your stuff.
You
like
could
right
start,
now.
yeah. You could swap in my set, or you could swap in yours. You can swap any 2 cards from your hand with any 2 cards from a set. It's just the set still has to add to 0, right? So you have to swap that.
Okay,
value.
so the set still has to add to 0.
Exactly, yeah. So like if you wanted to change this -7 for -4 or -3, you could do that.
Okay.
But you can get more complicated. You can say this is a +9, this is a -7. What's that equal? That equals +2. If you have a +2 in your hand, you can take these 2 cards, put that 2 down, and now this whole set went from 10 points down to only 3. So
crazy.
You can really mess with people.
Okay.
But I tell people start with the basic sets first, then get into the swapping and regroupings to get moving.
Crazy. Okay.
There's a lot you can do. It's not a lot you have to do.
Okay. Crap.
You can just hold too.
Yeah, hold.
All right, so I'm gonna draw. A
But I
card.
still got to discard
No,
though,
you don't
right?
have to discard. If you don't play to the table, you don't have to discard.
Okay,
Unless
cool.
you have more than 7 cards, then you have to.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna draw a card here. And I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna take this 0 card, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna swap this with this 10. Okay. So now what that does is before your set was worth 10 plus 1 point because you had an extra card, so over 3. So it's 10 points plus 1. That's 11 points. Now that's, even though this is representing a 10, right, it's worth 0 points. So this is now your highest card in that set. So now it's 6 plus 1, so now it's 7. So I took you from 11 points down to 7 points. So now I'm starting to affect your sets. Now I can't do anything else.
So I just got to remember that this is a 10.
Right, this is a 10 because you always see it, right? This will always be, balance out, right? It basically makes the difference.
Yeah.
So this is 10, that has to be 10. If you want to replace that 10, you can. You can put down 2 plus 5s, right? And replace that with 0.
Okay.
So then I'm gonna hold that now. Because if you swap, that doesn't count as playing to the table, so I don't have to discard.
Nice. Okay. Draw.
I got things to do.
Tempting.
It starts to add up, right? No pun intended, so my bad.
Trying to make it add up. Nope, I'll just leave it alone.
All right. So now I'm gonna draw here, and this is not looking good for me at the moment. I'm gonna hold. We'll see what happens.
How y'all doing?
Draw this guy.
So a lot of our stuff is like that, it's 3D printed. And then she hands you everything in like 1 or 2 days.
You know where they have the shirts and everything. Go past them.
So again, okay, we got a 9 and a 3.
Right.
So
that's plus 6. If you have a plus 6, you could take that 9 and 3 and put a 6 in there instead, right?
So drop it down from a 9 to a 7.
Right, exactly. So you can start whittling away points.
Okay.
In fact, it's 9 to 7, and now it's only 3 cards in there, so it's only worth that 7 as opposed to having extra cards beyond 3.
Nice. Okay.
Or you can just hold and wait till you build up. I was going to start come on in and look around. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. How you doing?
I actually came to Python.
Oh, most definitely.
I see you're on film at the moment.
I didn't realize that.
Oh, y'all good. And I'll pass turn.
All right. Okay, I am going to. I'm going to take this 5, but I'm going to hold.
Man.
So you came back for that beautiful set? Take the time, hold on. Thank you.
Thank you for that.
And
I like making them because every single one of them is unique, I try to, it's rare that I replicate a set. Sometimes I can do it, but it's so hard.
and I'll pass turn.
All right. Okay, so we're getting there. We're going to draw another card here. I'm going to get rid of one of these. And I'm done. I'll
Right.
just discard it.
Okay. And you can put down any amount of cards in a set.
Any amount of cards, but 3 is the minimum for the set.
Okay.
So you can do anything more than that, as long as you have a card to discard at the end.
Okay.
You can even make a set and then regroup, use cards from different sets to make better sets afterward. So
Okay.
basically, it becomes like your pool, right? As you build up.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take this draw. Discard here.
Draw this one. Okay, this is this is not working for me. But I'm gonna say it is, and this is actually gonna work out in your favor too, because I gotta discard this.
They come with a dust cap.
Man.
So now, like for example, if you wanted to, I'm gonna mess with myself right now. You can draw that card, swap it back in,
swap
now you
it
have,
in.
and then you have a wild card you can work with.
Oh yeah, that's
And
crazy.
this set now goes back up from 6 points or 7 points up to 11.
Okay.
But I had to do it because I did.
Okay, so I got a wild, so I'll draw here,
No worries.
draw here, draw, swap, draw, play, swap, discard.
So draw, swap, play, discard. You got it. So yeah, you draw, you can swap. Right? Yeah.
Swap,
And then now you can play.
play.
Alright, what you doing? Cash or card? Cash. Alright. So it's 15 $. And would you like a bag? Which one are you?
Oh, nice. Yeah, can you do keep the ducks. I just need a little capsule back so
Oh, for
we
sure.
can back into the next show.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright, how bad am I losing? I know I won the way.
A little 2 cents.
I just messed it.
All right, so
Alright.
that's negative. I mean,
So
positive
that's gonna be
2.
Positive 2, right? Yep.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Hey.
Alright. You see, I'm gonna tell you, this is a nice set, right? Because if you find a positive 2 diamond and you hold that in your hand until you're ready to go out, you can swap that. All of a sudden, all these are diamonds, that doubles the value. Right? So that set can be worth a lot of points.
Okay.
So I'm gonna look here.
Y'all don't have the player reference card, do you?
Huh?
Y'all don't have the player reference card, do you?
No. This is unfortunately we have the instruction booklet.
Okay.
Right? And
There's the draw, swap, play, discard.
Yes, yeah. It
Okay,
talks
in there.
about the order, right?
Okay.
So I know it's small. This is our
Okay.
first game, you know. When you
Yeah.
produce a game, you have to learn the ropes and what you make a mistake on.
Oh
I
yeah.
will admit that we should have had a bigger box and a bigger rule book.
Okay.
The rules aren't complicated, but they are all listed out. We also have digital versions on our website that have all the examples and everything like that.
Okay.
When we were starting out, we were self-funded, so we were saving money by the smaller production, obviously.
hear you.
But we already have a second one where we're actually making it bigger and bigger. You know,
Yeah,
you always
yeah,
improve
yeah.
as you go.
Player reference card, please. Player reference
No,
card.
definitely.
Yeah.
And that's, like
Yeah.
this one we have a reference setup. This one we
yeah.
have the player reference cards, right?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
As you go along, you learn. Right?
There you go.
So we'll get there.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna draw. That's sort of not what I wanted to do anyway. And I'm gonna hold.
Okay. Draw.
You already have a deck. Oh, that's right. Sorry, we see a lot of people. I forget sometimes.
All
That's right.
pass turn.
All right. That don't help me. Yeah, I'm good so far. Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I know some people, sometimes what they'll do is they'll just roll a d6 like over and over again and remember the numbers they have. So, or write
If you have any questions, let me know.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you.
Draw, swap, play, discard.
Yep.
If you swap,
You can still play and you can still discard. Yeah. If you
but must you discard if you
only,
swap?
no, if you swap, no. You don't have to discard. Only if you play. So you can swap because basically you're exchanging cards from the table. You haven't played anything to your set. So even if you swap it yourself, right, the sets are still there. So there's no additional cards.
more cards is usually just more options, right?
More cards and more options and more points eventually, yeah.
Okay, let's do a swap.
There you go. So yeah, and that drops it by, yeah. Actually, that's the same points. Yeah, exactly right.
Cool. All right, and I will pass turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna draw. Okay, that was sort of helpful. You see?
Okay.
I'm gonna hold as well.
Okay.
Well, while we're waiting, I'll tell you guys what you each get 3 tries. If you can get a net, continue our dice.
We're getting close to the end of the round because we both have 2 sets out. So you have to be careful which cards you hold in your hands, and I'll explain why when we get there.
Yeah.
Still, that's the last dice I'm going to try. That does open. I'm screwed again. Even the owls don't know their heads. So a lot of pieces actually mess up.
It's a lot of options, right?
Yeah. And then you can discard, or you must discard
You can
when?
discard. You can discard anytime. If you want to discard a card, you can discard a card for any reason. Only one at a time.
I guess more cards, more options. I'll pass turn.
Okay, I'm gonna draw a card. Welcome in, welcome in.
What was it? Yeah, you should definitely.
We're player testing Absolute right now,
All right.
and I am going to. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and now I'm gonna discard this. Okay, so now I went out, right?
Okay,
That
I got
means-
one more chance.
Now, if I go out, anyone who when you're playing a multiplayer game, right? If someone goes out, that means that their sets are locked. You can't change from that.
Okay.
Because if you're playing multiple player, right,
Okay.
you might not be able to go out. You might be able to, do 2 or 3 sets, but you still have your cards in hand, right? Or maybe you only have 2 sets and no cards.
Okay.
Right? But then it's the next player's turn. So if you didn't go out, your sets are still vulnerable. In this case, I went out. And usually in a 2-player game, one person always goes out. In 3 and 4 and 5, it's called your sets are locked when you go out.
Okay.
So right now my sets are locked, you can't change to them, but I'm gonna show you what you can do, because this is, as a play test. You could draw this card right now, right?
Yeah.
And really mess with me, or mess with you, I mean. You can increase your points dramatically.
Okay. I mean, I can lay a set, but
Right. So what I would do is I would draw that, because you could swap that with his one, right? And all of a sudden this doubles, because it's all diamonds.
oh yeah, that's crazy.
Right?
All right. Or I could go out with a third set.
Or you could
which
drop
one?
a third set. Now, here's what you could do. You could drop that third set, right? You could move the 0 to that third set and put the 10 in here.
Okay. Draw,
Draw a swap, right?
swap.
Now you're playing, right? You can either swap it first or play either one. In this case, it's the same for you because you're going to just play that set, right? So you play that set. When you play your cards, if you can move them around to make it better, like swapping this one and this one, which are worth the same, right? Then all of a sudden, I can take this. You can take this one and put it like that. All your cards are still played. That's called regrouping, right? That's an
Okay.
option you can have. You can have when you play your cards.
Okay.
You'll still have to discard, right? And now you're left with one card. You didn't go out, but you came close, and you made massive points on that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so how the points will work, right? Is because you have a card in your hand, that's going to be negative points. But I'll tell you how that works right now.
Okay.
So in this case, we have a set that starts with 10, has an extra card above 3, so it's 10 plus 1, that's 11. Right?
Okay.
This one we have starts with 10, has 2 extra cards, right? So now that's 10, 11, 12. It's all diamonds, so that's 24 points. So 24
Crazy.
plus 11, we're up to 35 right now.
35.
Now you have 7. This is even though this is representing a 10, it's based on the 0, which is absolutely, you can't do 0. It's just a 0.
Okay.
That's what it represents. So this is the 7. That's your highest card. It's worth 7 points. So 35 plus 7, you got 42 points here.
42.
Your negative points, that's the negative 8, unfortunately, right?
Okay.
So the first card is the negative 8 plus any additional cards. There's 1 point. So you only had that negative 8. So 42 minus 8, you have 36 points for your round. That's a really good hand. I got 10 here. I got 6 here. That's 16. And then I got 8 plus 1. That's 9. So 16 plus 9, I got 25.
Nice.
So and that's the first round.
Nice.
So as you can see, as it builds up and you get used to the swapping in sets, it is a thinky game, but for those people who like to think, this is definitely a game right up the alley.
True.
So, and it seems, it's like I said, the math seems complicated, and until you get used to it, like you start playing and you're like, oh wait, this is this, and you get used to the sets real quick. But then when you start seeing what you can do and move on the table and realize it's not just the same game over and over. Every time the sets are different, the plays are different, the moves are different.
Yeah, like I'm trying to unlock that stuff. I'm trying to figure that stuff
and a lot
out.
of people get caught up in that. In the how to play video, I said I tell people start with the basic sets, work your way up to learning the swaps or the wild cards next. Then work your way up to the swaps. Then work your way up to the group and get more fancy at with it because there is a lot you can do.
Okay. All right, want to go to round 2 or?
Yeah, I mean, if you like to do round 2, or we can try another game. It's up to you.
Yeah, I guess you got the 3 games going, right?
We have 3 games. This is the third one. You played Sporadic. We just played Absolute. And if you got time, we have Farrago. Now, that one plays real quick.
Okay. Let's finish out Absolute.
All right, we
Yeah.
can do that.
Okay, so regrouping is part of play.
It's part of playing, right. It's not a separate step. It's just when you play, you can play one or more cards. Like if I have one card, I can play it to the table to regroup my sets to make a better set, right? You don't have to play a whole set to do it. You can play a partial set, because you're still messing with the cards you have. You have to have at least one play.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So I'm gonna shuffle these real quick. My shuffling sucks, so you're gonna get that on YouTube.
Oh, I can shuffle.
If you got shuffling skills, by all means.
I'll go for it.
My wife does the shuffling. She's amazing at it. I'm like, she got the whole bridge thing going. I'm like, really? Come on. See that? Look at that. Look at that.
Bridge. I didn't even catch it on camera with you.
Me, I'm like, tap, tap, tap.
Take some practice.
Yep. Both my daughters, they did the same thing. They practice cards all the time. They do the bridge and shuffle. I'm like, really? Come on.
But you're the ace game designer, so that's more important.
I did do the card designs myself.
Oh yeah, it looks nice.
Thank you. I did most of the sporadic design. The characters were designed by my kid at OU right now. They're in costume design, so they did the character design. So very family affair.
Nice. I mean, who put together the plush?
The plushie I had produced from a company I know. And actually, that's already on order. We're getting the first one. Should be here by August, and then we're doing one for each character in the game. So hopefully, we'll have the last ones coming out.
Cool.
So we reveal the first card, and then now it should go.
Okay.
Oh wow! Got a wild card on the flip.
Pretty much got to take the wild, right?
Yep. I mean, you don't have to, but I don't end up taking it. Because a wild card can always represent 0, right? So you can just add that wild card on to make a set. Like let's say you have a positive 10, negative 10, and 0. The 0 is just representing 0.
Okay. Auction. Draw swan, play the card. And I'll pass turn.
Oh, so we're gonna reveal that one. I'm not gonna take it. But that don't do much for me either, so I'm gonna hit.
Okay.
Sometimes people have drawn all 5 negative cards or all 5 positive cards, and they get worried that I'm gonna get stuck, and I can't do anything. But as people start playing sets, you realize with all those negative cards, you have options to go ahead and start messing with other people's sets really fast and gaining those cards you need. So
Crazy. Okay, so I played, so I must discard.
You must discard, exactly.
Okay. And there's like one of each card, or?
So there are, the cards are numbered 0 through 10, positive and negative, and there are 4 signs. There's stars, diamonds, squares, and circles. There's 88 cards total. So for 4s, there are 8 different 4s, positive and negative, and then each of the signs.
Okay.
And that's for all the cards, including the zeros. So 88 cards total. And this one. Drop that. Drop that. 14 or 14. So I'll just move it this way. Same thing.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, so the wild is just a great ace in the hole to just drop your last set or whatever.
Right, you can do that. Because the wild, like I said, because points are based on absolute number, when you get to points, a 0 is a 0 regardless of what it represents. So that means that even if it's representing a 10, it drops all the way down. So that's why it's, it can help you, but can also hurt you, right?
Okay.
So, or you can hurt others with it.
Okay.
And you can only play one wild card per set.
Okay. That's time.
All right, I'm gonna hold.
Okay. Hold it.
It's getting there, but I'm still holding.
I'll pass turn.
This game's not liking me, I made it.
Man, do positive and negative zeros exist?
They actually do, in higher order mathematics they do.
Okay.
So, which is funny, because I actually looked up the same thing.
Yeah.
Because I had the concept before, I was like, wait a minute, I took linear algebra, I studied physics, I'm like, I don't remember this one, so I have to look it up, and actually some mathematics do, which is kind of funny.
Kind of funny. All right. Go. All right, and I will drop that.
Okay. That don't help me either. It's okay. It's okay. That helps a little bit. Do that for now. No, I still didn't go out. I still
you
had
need
another
three
set.
sets.
So you can play more than 3. You can play 4 sets even, 5, right? And not go out. So you can play more than 3 sets. It's just minimum 3 sets and discarding to go out.
But you can play one set a turn though, right?
You can play multiple sets at a turn if you have enough cards, right? But it's hard to hold that many cards in your hand.
Okay.
Because you can only hold up to 7, maybe draw that 8th one, give you some options. So there are times when people do 2 sets at a time and then discard, yeah.
Okay.
Like I got no cards, so I have to rebuild.
Okay. Draw, swap, play, discard.
Yep.
And in order for you to take one of my cards, you have to swap with another one of your cards.
Correct. I can only swap from my hand up to 2 cards with up to 2 cards from one of your sets.
Okay.
Or one of my sets. I can do the same with my sets if I wanted to.
Okay. Drop a set.
Yep, that's fine.
Go.
Yeah, the 0 is just representing a 0 in that case.
Discard.
I got nothing, so.
Okay.
Hey, open up. Almost helps me. Oh man, okay.
All right, so uno and out.
So there you go. Okay, so in this case, this don't
Well,
work.
no, this is a
Right,
negative,
right, yeah,
negative.
you
What the
got it.
crap? All right, what the
Don't worry,
crap?
I've done that
right?
before too.
Yeah.
In fact, I did that just yesterday. I was like,
Okay.
ha! I'm like, oh.
Ah, yeah. What am I
So what you
doing?
gotta do?
Negative, negative. Yeah, that negative
It's so
zeros.
close, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Yeah, I've done just that.
Just that. All right, so I guess I'll hold is what I'll
Did
do.
you get in there? Thank you.
Get in there.
All right. I'll hold.
Hey. Okay. Thinking this is it.
What we got?
Okay. Okay, we got a 15s.
There you go. There you go. Boom. Yep, that works. All right. That does not work for me though. I don't like that.
Oh.
Let's see what I'm gonna risk it. Okay. That don't help me either. Let's see. And you went out, so I can't do anything. Can I do anything with mine?
And it doesn't matter for what points, right? Pass.
Yes. Yes, I can. Okay. I can do this. So no negative points at least.
Nice,
It's
nice,
a small
nice.
set, but it keeps me from getting negative points.
It
So
works.
if I had a square, maybe I could double it, but I don't. So, all right. So then again, we score. In this case, I got 10. I got 10 plus 2 cards, so that's 12. So that's 22. And then I got 3, so that's 25 points. So I got another 25. So my total is 50 right now.
50.
And then for you, so I'm gonna go up to 50. You were at 42 last time. Now you have 9 for this one, right?
Yep.
This one's 8, so that's 17 together. And that's 10 plus 1 card, so that's 11. So 17 plus 11, we're up to 28.
28.
Right? 28 and 42. We're at 42, 52, 60.
60.
Right? Did I do that right?
42 and
Oh,
28?
28. No, sorry.
70.
That's 70.
70.
Yeah. In other words, you're blowing me away, so it's okay. Yeah, right now it's 70 to 50. Now I could swing that if you have a low hand. Like if you end up getting like only 20 or 25 points, and I happen to get around with 40, maybe I top it.
Yeah.
So that's going into the third round.
Okay.
So
I see you using color note. I like that color note as well.
right, I've been using that for years.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
more complicated ones, but you know what? It works. It gets the job done. That's all I need.
Man, if you're not too anti-Google, Google
No,
Keep is pretty good too.
I have Google Keep I use it sometimes. I use Google Tasks, but usually I just throw it in color notes. I've been doing it for years. It's
Yeah.
like I got all my game like little notes in there. Every new game I put it in.
Oh yeah. I got my third one. It's like the Microsoft. That's like my third tier one.
Yeah.
But
No.
I did just play the Absolute from the Play to Win.
Yeah.
I did find a weird edge case.
Okay. I bet you I have an answer for it.
What happens when you play your entire hand as a set?
Nothing. You can't. Because you have to discard. You have to be able to discard a card in order to play your hand.
Okay.
Come on in. Look at this. Yeah, because you have to discard a card. Let's say you had 8 cards
That is
because you
not
drew.
specified in the rules.
Right, but no, it says it actually does. It is specified because it says you must discard a card if you play it to the table.
Yeah.
Therefore, it is specified. It's not. Yeah.
It isn't specifically said that you cannot play your entire hand,
So that's the thing.
which is
Because you can do things like that, like override the rules and say I'm going to make a house rule because it doesn't say I can't do it, right? But because it restricts you on what you can do, technically that already eliminates what you can't. So you're choosing to ignore what you are allowed to do in order to do what you can't do. So the rule writing is really interesting in that way, and different people will see it in different ways. Man, really again? Okay.
Gotta take it. Oh, was it in mine?
Oh, I guess
Yeah,
it's
well,
my turn. But you know what? I don't want it.
Oh, you want it?
Which, okay, I should have.
Yeah, take the
so go
wild.
ahead,
Yeah,
might as
take the
well.
wild. Yeah. Thanks.
It's funny. I've been playing this game 3 years. There's always someone who thinks they found an edge case.
Yeah.
And that's I love it because it makes you think about it, right?
Mm-hmm. Break my gamers.
Yeah, break my game exactly. And I love other people playing them for that.
Mm-hmm. It's real.
That's where rule writing is half the battle in a game.
Yeah. They can make or break.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I know this is the wrong thing to do, but I'm just gonna do it.
It's all good.
All right, put out a 15. Man, I got the feeling it's better to just draw cards instead of putting all that stuff out. Yeah, I think so. All right, but
It's
I
up to
can't
you.
draw too many more cards. But
Right,
I'll see
it's
one
not-
more card though.
Yeah, there you go. It's always
That's
one
all.
more. So we reveal the next one, right? And
Okay.
I'm gonna draw that because I need it,
Definitely.
but I'm gonna hold for now. So reveal that one for you.
Hey. All right, worked out. All right, 8.
All right, see, it's hold them worked out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. People play different ways. People like to, protect their cards so they'll hold them all and then play big sets. Other people like to play little sets and get, go out fast, right? To make people end up with holding their cards and end up with more points. So, yeah, it's all sorts of. Really, a lot of personality is shown in play. How's it going, guys? Welcome on in. We're cool to pick up some math rocks, roll dice. Happy to play games with you.
And again,
Yep.
0 doesn't
Zero,
matter.
it could just be 0. Yeah.
Okay,
It's still a
cool.
-0. So if I wanted to replace it, I could place it with 0. Like if I wanted to swap that card, if I had a positive and -2, I could swap that in there and get that 0, right? Because that's worth 0. A positive and -2 would also be worth 0. So that's how I could swap that card. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Oh, whoops! Reveal the card. All right. I'm gonna take that too. Okay. I'm gonna play that, and then drop the card.
Hey.
As an example of what I was saying earlier, I drew all negative cards this round.
Okay, but it works
as
out.
you see, it starts to work. So people think they're trapped, like, oh, I keep getting negatives. I'm like, no, don't work. You just have to play the game.
Yep, I had positives a while back, but it worked out though. You can take and not discard.
You can take and not discard as long as you don't have more than 7 at the end of your turn.
Welcome back. A lot more room now.
I think I'm good.
We'll that one. We keep taking from the discard.
Hey.
You know what? I'm gonna take that one too. And I'm
Oh,
gonna hold.
right.
There you go.
My option.
No one wants to risk it with the known card, right?
Yep.
So they can't hurt the try. Yes, you can.
Draw. Okay. Oh.
Just in case.
Yeah. Okay. You can lay 3 sets in a turn.
Yeah, if you can, if you can work that out. Now, here's the thing: as you play more sets, because you can regroup, right? I have this set played right now. It has 4 cards in it.
Okay.
If I had, let's say, 8 cards in my hand, right?
Okay.
It might not be all the sets I need, but I can play my cards, split this one up to the sets I need, and I can go out, right? Because you can. This is basically almost like a card pool that you can work with. 'Cause
Okay.
You've already played them. As long as your sets are still legal and each one has 3 or more cards, and that's a 0, I can regroup it any way I want. So, yeah, it gives you a lot more options than just playing it and having it set.
Okay. Yep, I will pass turn.
All right?
Now we do every
says.
So,
We're off from the island, so what are you gonna do?
doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, see, having two high cards like this, a 10 and an 8, kind of protects the set a bit, right? Because if you wanted to swap against it, if you take out the 10, I still have the 8. If you take out the 8, I still have the 10. So either way, it's pretty good. Now, if you did something clever, like threw in there a positive 2 for my 10 and 8, you can mess up both, right? So for example, let's say you had a +2. You could swap that in there, take those. A +2 would equal -4, right? +2 +2, -4. So that you could do, and that would really mess me up. So there are ways of getting around a protected set. So,
wow.
yeah, there's a lot of strategy to it when you get into it.
A lot.
Again, you don't have to play that deep, but as you start building,
Then you can.
yeah, and that's what I like about it. That you don't have to play it heavy. You can start with the basics. I played this with an 8-year-old. He just knew, he liked adding the numbers. That he knows math. So.
Yeah.
But I also played this with a competitive, he played, Magic the Gathering, competitively, and he loved the numbers. He was just all over it. I'm like, play the set already, come on.
Yeah. All right, so here's where I'm at in my mind.
Right,
okay,
yeah.
so I can go out here.
All right. So
Why couldn't I go out last turn? I don't know. Maybe because I only had one less card.
Right.
Because I had one less card. So I can go out here.
That one.
So it's
but
like,
you haven't gone out, you got to discard a card.
So I got to draw
You draw
I could
one,
take either this or I could
that.
get the next card, but I'm like, in my mind, it doesn't matter,
Right.
but maybe it matters though.
So the reason it doesn't really matter if you don't want extra points. But check it out. Because you don't know, you know what this card is, right?
That's
so
a
you
5,
know what
yep.
you can do with it already.
Uh-huh.
So you know you can go out even with this card.
Yep.
You don't know what that card is. So that card might be even more beneficial than the ones you have. For example, this card may be a -9, right? If that's a -9, then you can discard that -4 and that would be worth way more points, 5 more points, right? Because this is representing a 3 right now, or it basically changes the value of that. Instead, right now, this is representing a +3. This will represent a +8 to balance that -9. We don't know. So in that case, I would have risked it. Like I would have pulled this card. Okay, it's a +1. It doesn't hurt you, right? You can still discard it. You're no worse off.
Okay.
Right. In my case, I'm gonna pull that card just because I don't need that card. But yeah, so it doesn't matter. Like if you know you can go out, you're good. But because you know you can go out, you might as well risk what that card is, knowing you can just dump it because you have your sets, right? Maybe you can do something better after.
Yeah, go with the unknown. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Knowing you're already out of it. Okay, now I gotta do something here because this is not working for me. So I'm gonna play that, and then I'm gonna discard that. So I end up with 2 cards left. So I end up with -2 points. That's
okay,
not
no
bad.
biggie. Yeah.
Not too bad. Okay, so what have I got? I got 10 plus 1 card, that's 11. I got 10, so now I'm up to 21. -2, I got 19 points.
19.
So 19, I did not do well. My total is 69.
Okay.
Number? All right.
8. Got 4.
Yep.
12. 10. 22.
22. Okay, so that puts you up to 92. So you got 92 to my 69. So
Good game.
not bad.
GG's.
That's 3 rounds.
Good
So
game.
as you
Good
can
game.
see, it builds up. Like as you go, there's a lot more you can do, a lot more you can get into. Like I said, the strategies are still building after all these years.
You thought of any expansions?
We're actually working. Well, so we have I just published on the website an alternate play versions. There's 4 alternate plays that changes some of the scoring conditions, some of the starting conditions, and there's a version of Uno you can play with this deck called Eins. we named it, the German number for 1, right?
Eins. Okay.
So it plays the same way as Uno, where you're matching a number, or let's say, for example, that's a -3, right? I have to play a 3, either +3 or negative, right, of the same type. If I play a +3, then it would reverse direction. That's like the reverse card in Uno, right? So same thing, cards work the same way. So yeah, we are working on another game that's based on multiplication.
Okay.
Division, it's a little, similar concept, but it's to teach exponents and multiplication and division. So that one's going to be, again, it's not to make it complicated. It's to engage these math concepts and bring them down to a playable level, right? Again, a lot of people think they're not into math. They're scared. Once they start playing it, how'd you feel?
Oh yeah, like it was nice. It was nice. Yeah.
At first, it's like overwhelming. Like I'm doing the math, and then does it get more comfortable? I mean, I feel it does, but
Yeah. I mean, you know, you just got to get the polarities down and everything. Yeah.
So so that's that second one, and this is the first game. We started with the card game, obviously, because that's the simplest one to produce. You know, cost-wise, we funded all this ourselves. We kept going, and then we moved on to our word game, which is more complicated because it has the dice, the cards, and that one only takes a minute to play. So if you want to learn that one real quick, we can do that one.
Definitely.
And then of course now we're in production on that one on the word game. That's coming in. That's on shore in August. We're in pre-sales right now, and then. Next one is our token placement, which you played, and that's even more complicated, right? All the pieces, and each box has 258 tokens.
Oh yeah, it's complicated. All right, but
So this
yeah.
one's real quick.
Let me.
Yeah.
All right, Fargo.